And here we are, Officer Training, Southwick, 29th of January 2011, Toastmasters International. Let's create perfect clubs. So Toastmasters, a bunch of great speakers, great communicators, great leaders, all together for this training, biannual, twice a year. So here we are, and this is Mandy Wallace. Over to you, Mandy.
Those are all designed to drive up membership. Your whole club gets a recognition.
The back of David Robertson and Giles Robinson and the lovely Dorothy.
An email that someone just sent off, maybe they'll just tailor it slightly, but that can be very useful as well. Have one person deal with the visiting inquiries, ideally, so that you know what's coming in and they're tracked. Also think about
what's the best time for a club meeting? Early birds, great success in London, 7 o'clock in the morning. Gordon Piggott, Area H Division Governor.
Absolutely outrageously successful.
So yes, because a lot of people use taking breakfast rooms and they like it can give you a real buzz. I was reading an article about a woman as she goes to a 7 o'clock club in the morning, and she said she's so far that everyone else is yawning.
Now we're talking about guest packs. What a guest can take away. Guests go free, of course, at Toastmasters meetings.
Excellent. And that gives them something to take away. So with the hub-up of the meeting, and the first meeting's always a bit of overwhelm, they can go away, they've got something to look at.
Something to look at.
Ideally have it as a downloadable item from the website as well. During the meeting as well, is there something we can do to make that guest feel a bit more comfortable?
Make the guest feel more welcome and comfortable.
Invite them to participate in the meeting, perhaps on tabletops or certainly on the warm-up.
Yeah, for some of the more complicated ones, yes. But perhaps also assign them a guest buddy.
A guest buddy, what an idea.
So they're looked after, they're not left on their own. When they have questions, there's someone there, sort of like a mini mentor. We've already had...
Now the PR side. Radio interviews, magazine interviews, newspaper interviews.
I've got one here if anyone wants to see one. And we did remember to ask the big question, do you want to join? Resources, type Toastmasters membership building into Google. You'll be absolutely...
Are you starting to run over time, Mandy?
Toastmasters site page for d71.org website. And ask other clubs, visit other clubs as well. I think I'm not any questions. So, but if you want to talk to me after the break or want any more information, please do come visit our club as well. Love to see you. Thank you.
Attempting to go for the Giles Robinson red light trophy. Lovely, I enjoyed that. 2 points I got out of that was you want people who join your club, ask them. Simple as that. And the other one is never go for 20 members, always go for 35. This is what is Gordon? Where you gone? That's there's Gordon there. The next item we have for you, again I'm looking forward to it. From Brighton and Hove speakers, the Assistant Area Governor for this year, presenting feedback, how to give and receive feedback, and the tremendous value of it. Please welcome Alex Marshall.
Alex Marshall, the Assistant Governor for this year.
So that's like, what do I need to do in order to...
Talking about feedback, how incredibly important feedback is in every form of life.
Be more leaderly, for example. And last of all, take responsibility for building and maintaining rapport. Rapport, as I'm sure you all know, is the oil. Is the oil that you do in order to respond to that feedback and maintain rapport.
Onwards and upwards. It's a fast afternoon.
And the last thing, of course, I wouldn't be walking the talk, would I, unless I asked you for some feedback. prefer it handed to me today, if at all possible. Thank you.
And now a plug for our next conference at Windsor.
The next conference is at Windsor on the 7th of May, and I would really encourage you all to be there. Conferences and competitions, the enormous benefits from both. Please welcome, from Arun speakers, Leslie Wells.
Toastmasters International. And I ask you to just stop and read it, as opposed to me reading. Just stop and read. What is the vision of Toastmasters International?
Yes, what is the vision of Toastmasters International? We broke out into some breakout groups, and here's some of the reaction.
Intense sort of conversation. We sort of got ourselves together towards the end. And to encourage people to enter, we suggested having a speech practice night, which sounded a little bit odd, but I'm sure people would enjoy doing that. Perhaps
Jeff Grace from Eastbourne.
benefit contest, and I think we had a little bit of time on that. And the main reason, one of the strongest reasons that came forward, was to keep yourself sharp. In the past, there's been people who have presented or who have done a lot at the local level, who, when it comes to getting up and actually pushing themselves, they find that's what really does it for them. It's keeping that edge.
And Leslie finishes smack on time. There you are, Leslie.
Delightful, delightful. And so, we come to almost the end. You'll find a feedback form on each seat, hopefully, which will be really grateful if you just fill them in. Word wonderful is spelled W-O-N-D-E-R-F-U-L. Scintillating is spelled S. So, Toastmasters, 3 questions. Were you entertained?
Yes. I'm not going to fill it out now.
Were you informed?
Yes.
And were you enthused?
Yes.
Lovely. So, Gordon, come on up here. We'll say goodbye.
Division Governor, Gordon Piggott.
You should have your own club competitions, hopefully finished by the end of March, yeah? And then on the 2nd of April, you have the area speaking and evaluation competition. That will be at Southwick, which will be either in this room or the room next door, which is rather gorgeous. And we'll see can we swing a deal there. It is rather gorgeous, isn't it? And the 16th of April will be the Division H speaking and evaluation competition.
That's in Marlow. We've been there before. Alex has performed there before with Marlow. So we welcome you all up to the division. Of course, it was at the last division meeting that one of our members won, and then went to Ireland, which was brilliant. Before we close, may I just...
Oh, we've got the 7th of May.
Go on, 7th of May.
7th of May, which is, as we were speaking about, as you was speaking, that is the conference. Pleasure! That is the conference.
There are some of these at the back. Please take them. That's the leaflet about Windsor Conference. So Windsor.
There we go.
Yeah, some there and some here. If you want any more, just say the word and we can get them from the conference organisers.
Say the word and you're so sweet.
Also, we've got a supply of these. These we can get from D71, which is a fold-out leaflet, which is suitably properly available for and appropriate for attracting new members.
They're absolutely fabulous. But take some, and then you can order them.
Well, just like, if I may, I've just actually, and I will make this less than 2 minutes, and I'm watching the clock now, so we're not going to overrun by much more than that, but 1 minute.
Whose fault was it?
Doesn't matter whose fault it was. I'm going to ask you to think through some of the stuff you've heard today, because I believe in being very selfish. And I want all the good stuff that's come out today, and I want it, and I'm going to use it. And one thing that has been an idea dawning upon me over the last year or so, and that is that everything we get out of Toastmasters, everything I've got out of Toastmasters, helps me in my business life. Isn't it interesting that if I transpose some of the words, we dealt with leadership. What's the difference between leadership and management? And in my book, the answer is not a lot. One tends to be associated with business and one tends not to be, but good managers are good leaders. Feedback, utterly vital to know your business and to know yourself. The mantra of business development in business is feedback, accepting it and using it. And finally, we were dealing with recruit, retrain and PR. Isn't that marketing? Mm-hmm. Well, and finally, that absolute magic, which is ask for the sale. Do you know more salespeople fail because they don't ask for the blooming sale? How daft is that? Now, isn't this the most brilliant management system that you can have, and you can have it all for free, and you can take it away, and you can apply it tomorrow in your life, in your business? And perhaps you can just see what Toastmasters turned me on, because I'll get so much out of it. Thank you all for coming, and we're finally going to, I'm going to give it back to Dec.
We're just going to say that you have fulfilled number 6 in the Toastmasters promise today. To serve my club as an officer when called upon to do so. You've done that in a superb way, a stylish way, and a sophisticated way. And with that, from Gordon and myself, thank you and see you at conference.
Yeah, contest.
Yeah, maybe. Definitely see you at the conference on the 7th of May at Windsor. Thank you all.
See you again, 7th of May at Windsor.
Ah, yeah. I like it. Yeah, swing it, baby. Come on. Hey, Chicago, Chicago, that toddling town. Toddling town. Chicago, Chicago, I'll show you around. You love it. Bet your bottom dollar you lose the blues in Chicago. Chicago. The town that Village Sunday could not shut down. And on State Street, it's a great street. I just want to say that they do things that they don't do on Broadway. Hey, they have the time of their life. 'Cause I saw a man and he danced with his wife.
In Chicago, Chicago, my hometown.
Hey, Chicago, Chicago, that toddling town. Chicago, Chicago, I'll show you around. And you'd love it. Bet your bottom dollar you lose the blues in Chicago. Chicago. The town that Village Sunday could not shut down. And on State Street, it's a great street. I just want to say that they do things that they don't do on Broadway. Hey, they have the time of their life. 'Cause I saw a man and he danced with his wife in Chicago.
In Chicago,
Chicago,
my hometown.
Chicago, my hometown. Yeah! Ah, yeah, I love it, man.